Welcome back to Multiplayer Monday, and today my friends and I have all built mazes for each other, and our mazes are going to be featured in our own videos. So if you want to see their mazes, definitely go ahead and check out their videos after this with the links in the description. But for my maze, I came up with a concept that I feel like is pretty unique for a maze, and I wanted to make a maze that was somehow made out of dead ends. And now, most mazes have a bunch of dead ends in them, but this one, I wanted the dead ends to be like the way to go. So what I've done is, if you listen carefully, you may hear these ominous little clicking sounds. And those are actually auditory hints to guide you to the correct dead ends. Because there's a bunch of actual dead ends, as you can probably see, but there's also some fake dead ends. And this one is a fake dead end. It looks exactly like everything else. But if we go underneath the maze here, I'm going to show you, there is some fancy little mechanisms, and I'll have to show you how these things work because they're actually pretty cool. So let me go ahead and save and test, and I'll show you what the experience is like from the maze perspective and what they're going to be looking for. So as you run through the maze, you're going to be finding that it's pretty small, and it's pretty repetitive. It's all the same, and there's all a bunch of dead ends and everything. But when you get to the correct dead end, which I believe is way over on this side, listen closely as I approach this dead end. You hear that? So then, what you need to do is you need to actually sit at the dead end for about 3 seconds. So if you keep going to all the walls, eventually you'll hear the clicking sound be very, very loud, and you have to stay there for 3 seconds, and then the pathway will reveal itself. So the next dead end is right there. So if I stay here for like 1 second and then go back, it's never gonna come down. You actually have to physically be there for 3 consecutive seconds, or roughly, it's not actually timed out to specifically 3 seconds, but somewhere around there. And then the maze will finally reveal that the dead end was not a dead end after all. So let me show you how this is actually working. I know that there's a way to do this with logic, but I'm not like super good at figuring out that kind of logic. So I came up with this system here. I have it as its own little creation because I had to put a bunch of them down. And here, let me support this one so I can just use it right here. So by default, you can see the wall is up. And then when you stand over the sensor, the way it is timed is that while you're over the sensor, it has that arm turn, and then it triggers that other sensor. And then once that sensor is triggered, it then pushes this piston up so that when you get off the sensors, it is not going to default, it's not going to flow back and untrigger the door. So the door stays permanently open after you open it. So I did have to use a little bit of logic in here just to make sure everything else worked right, but that logic is a lot simpler, I imagine, than the logic to actually create some type of timed pressure plate thing. But fortunately, these sensors, they can detect, these are the challenge mode sensors that detect through objects, so it makes it really nice for this kind of thing where you can't see the sensors. But yeah, with the Connect tool, you can see where they actually all are. So let's go ahead and throw my friends into the maze and see how long it takes them to figure out that not every dead end is actually a dead end. All right, guys, are you ready for my maze?
What a pleb. He didn't even get rid of all the tools in our toolbar. Like, I mean,
yeah, sorry, I forgot to do the tool thing.
Oh my god. What's with this motor logic assembly here?
That was not, I accidentally left it there. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
Don't worry about it, okay?
Okay.
All right, get in front of your door.
Ah!
I'm good.
All right. Are you ready?
Yes.
Yeah.
And 3, 2, 1, enter your maze.
Oh,
We just
baby,
like
let's
run and
go.
jump. That's like
Yeah,
it.
you can just run around, just try to find your way to the end. It's a very small maze.
I don't like this already. That means
It
there's
says
something
it's
else.
Small. It's not small. There's no way it's...
It's
No.
actually pretty small. I hope you guys don't figure it out super quick.
It feels pretty big to me so far.
Yeah, I know, right? Like, I'm... Oh, there's just dead ends everywhere, man. Everything's dead end. Everything is... What is
Yeah,
this?
I'm waiting for a live end.
It's just not... Hold on. Wait a minute. I'm back where I... What?
I told you it's a small maze.
This isn't that big of a maze. This is a this is some nonsense puzzle crap going on here.
I know.
There's some puzzle.
There's a gimmick to this maze.
Of course there's a gimmick.
Well, of course there is. It wouldn't just be small.
Dude, everything's a dead end. I've explored the entire maze already. They're all dead ends.
Okay,
no-
so there
Yes.
must be
There's gotta be like a switch or something.
sensors or something.
I'm gonna come
or-
out here and dance a little bit.
I'm gonna tell you, audio might help. Audio might help.
Audio. Okay, well, now you say that. I'm gonna crank my game audio up to max. Okay.
I mean, I hear the
Oh, I hear,
ticking,
like-
but
Yeah, isn't that just the challenge
Like-
mode, like clicking?
I hear drops,
No.
like water drops type deal, but
Yeah. Listen closely.
I
as
love
you
how
move
it
around
uses
the maze.
spatial audio.
I'm
I
trying to listen
know.
closely.
It's so quiet now.
Extravagant audio sucks, dude.
And I also have one headphone in, so it doesn't help me in terms
Why
of
do you
like
only have?
echolocation.
You could have both. Then why not? Why not?
Because I cut the other one on stream, okay? If you know, you know.
Oh, Khan has made a breakthrough.
How did you do that?
Khan has made a breakthrough. Oh.
Oh, what?
Oh, Cosmo has
What?
made a breakthrough.
Huh?
Oh, Khan has made some more progress. Oh, Cosmo's just confused.
Yeah, I'm confused, dog.
No, not this.
Oh, Cosmo's catching up.
No,
Oh, this is
okay.
fascinating to watch.
So
I don't understand.
weird.
Yeah,
Like
I'm
a
trying to
rat.
figure out if you guys know what's happening yet, or if you're just kind of getting lucky so far. Oh, Cosmo's making more progress. Cosmo's
Well,
ahead of
I
Khan
have
now.
a feeling you're using the very specific challenge mode. Oh, that's not the way I want to go. The very specific challenge mode sensor thing.
Oh, Khan's catching up to Cosmo now. You guys are pretty much at the same point
Tell
of
me that.
progress.
Don't tell me that. Don't tell me that.
It's getting very close. It's getting very close. Oh. Oh. We have
let's
a
go!
winner! Khan has made it to the
Dang.
end.
Dang.
Congratulations, Khan. I'm sorry, I
Oh,
should have had a way to
Now I
turn
gotta
that
turn my
off.
volume down unless I want to listen
Yeah.
to this giant anthem.
Oh man.
Khan gets to listen to the Khan's winning anthem for the rest of
Yeah,
this.
it's terrible. That's so cool. I don't know how you did this. I'm actually really curious to see how you did this.
Wait, Cosmo, go back to where you were. Go back to
worry.
where you were.
Huh? Here?
Yes. Now that you don't have the audio as much. There you go.
Oh my goodness, this anthem is awful.
Do you hear the anthem too? That's all
Yeah.
you can hear.
Yeah, there it is. All
it?
right. And he made
Oh
it.
my God.
Yay.
Hello.
This side of the
All right, I will reset the challenge. Actually, I'll go back into build mode because I can show you how this works. So underneath here, there are these things with sensors. And basically, what happens is the sensor, when you're standing over these sensors, it'll slowly turn one of these blocks, and you have to stand on it for about 3 seconds before it locks into the other sensor. And then it'll pull the door down.
That's so weird.
Oh.
So what
Yeah.
sensor are you talking about here? This yellow
These
thing?
big red
No, these
pads
big
are-
things. Yeah,
Oh,
these
okay.
these are the challenge mode sensors. They can sense through the
Yeah.
ground.
Oh,
So
okay. I was
here,
like,
let me-
that's- Yeah.
Challenge
Uh,
mode sensors look through floors.
Wait,
It's
where
actually
are you
really
guys? All right, you're right. All right, so let me. I don't know if I think it should work when I'm in challenge
Dummy
mode.
me thought it was
So if I
something to
send
do
here-
with having to like keep pressing
Oh, yeah,
forward
that's
on a
cool.
wall.
cool. That's
Yep,
cool.
and then another block comes up to lock it in place.
you know,
That's
you
cool.
don't need to do that with a motor. You could just do it with some logic, right? Like
Yeah,
a
I knew
little-
there was a way to do it with logic, but I didn't know how to do it, so I did it with an analog.
Mechanical,
way.
yeah, I like it.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's with the random rotating block on its own? What is that? Is that what makes?
That was because I realized I was trying to cover up the sound of the engines. Initially, I didn't have audio cues, and when you got close to the wall, the engine would rev up and it would like give it away because the
Oh.
sensors would do the thing. So I'm like, I'm gonna have this try to cover up the sound of the engines, and then I realized maybe it's too hard without the sound. So then I added these clickers to actually like help anyway. So this just
cool.
became a redundant part that doesn't do anything anymore. So that was it. So you guys actually picked up on it really quick. You're like, it's all dead ends. And that was the whole premise of my entire maze, is I wanted to be made of dead ends, but you actually
Right.
have to like go to the dead end to get through it.
That's dope.
Yeah, to be
I like
honest,
that.
I only noticed because I ran into a dead end, and then the multiplayer like jitters. I saw.
I was
like, more, like-
wondering if that was gonna be an issue, but there was no way I could like test that on my
Yeah.
own.
Yeah,
That's-
so I
that's
saw the door
basically-
like
yeah.
wobble, and I was like, "Oh, this must be something that has to open or something."
That's what I did
and then-
too. Yeah.
Ah,
And
okay. Well, at least I guess it made it a little bit easier for you guys then. Well, thanks
was
for playing
cool.
my maze. So
Like that.
Cosmo and Khan also built mazes for me to run through as well. So I will leave links down in the description. You can check out their channels and check out their mazes as well. And we'll
Cool.
see you guys in the next video.
Bye.
Bye.